burger stain on my shit, on my stuff. What's going on, y'all? What's going on in the world today? Somebody's comment just came through. You knew not to be on live too long with your hair like that. Look at my hair. So what? Y'all ready for Kraig Facts today at 3 o'clock? I'm on my way to get it popping. Let's go. So once I went live, I see it took a minute or 52 seconds for the notification to come through. God, what's going on, y'all? Man, I'm gonna have a brief lecture today. But we're gonna talk about his downfall. Miami checking in. What's up, y'all? We're gonna talk about the structure of a downfall. Every man or woman's downfall has a structure to it. You may not realize it when you experience it because we all have a downfall here and there. We all fail at something, right? But downfalls have a structure. Today we're going to talk amongst each other, amongst Kraig factors, amongst family and friends, how to recognize the structure of a downfall. God, God, God. 3 gods in the comment. It's very important. He said, Kraig holding on to hair, praying it grow. God, God, God. No, it's growing, man. My shit growing. Look, man. My shit growing, dog. What you mean, man? Let's talk about it. Because it's three elements present in every downfall. 3 elements. Let me get a God, God, God if you want to know these elements. It grows 3 inches every 5 years. Hilarious. It's 3 elements. God, God, God. In every downfall. Element number 1 is flawed power. Flawed power. Flawed power is the first element, the first step in a tragic crash to the bottom, where it's lonely and chilly. Flawed power. The Reaper kept it 1,000. There's a lot of different things that seem like it's power, but it's flawed power. Triangulation. That's a false sense of power. It's someone whose mind twists attention into control in a false sense of power. It's flawed power. Another great example of flawed power is the relationship dynamic between a single mother and her children. Though a single mother is an admirable occupation and a respectable thing for a woman to take care of her kids on her own, that is flawed power. It's flawed. And it gives the kids and the children raised in that environment a flawed sense and perception of what power is. There is no power without a man present. It's a flawed sense of power for a woman without a man and kids to think she can teach those kids power. Kids who are raised in single mother households have to do extra work in order to understand what a true sense of power is. Emotionality, anger, deceit, omissions of truth, lying. These are all things that fall under a false sense of power. And that is by design. But that's the first step, the first variable in a downfall. Having false information, using false information in order to manipulate and control a situation is a false sense of power. All things that start off that way are the beginnings of a downfall. No, it's all good. Keep joking. I love the jokes. Keep them coming, dog. It's all good. You ain't got to apologize, be too real. You start off manipulating and lying, I guarantee it's the beginning of a downfall. The problem is when people fall to the bottom, they never make themselves present. They normally disappear like an old dog that goes off to die. They don't want you to see the end result of the lies and the bull jive because it's a false sense of power. God. Kraig hairline equal Hoover Street. That's funny, dog. Fuck you for that. Questions. Come on, before I go to the next variable. A false sense of power, man, what you got to realize is once you pick up on a false sense of power, somebody being manipulative, somebody triangulating, somebody lying, somebody being deceitful, believe me, if you stick around long enough, you will find that motherfucker at the bottom. God, 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 God. Talk about my hairline, nigga. My shit all right. I'm working it out. If y'all ready for the second dynamic in a downfall, let me get some more God, God, gods. It's about to drop, the new album, I promise you. The second variable in a false sense of power. Let me get 5 God, God, gods, and we on our way to the second variable. Another false sense of power is making videos about other people besides yourself. Trying to use social media to make to have a negative impact on someone else's career, finances, or reputation is a false sense of power. God. I'm going to get to that advice on picking yourself from a dark place. And don't trip. The second aspect or the second variable in a downfall. So now we have a false sense of power. Then we get to the middle part of it. This is where the spiral starts to go down and it gets about here. This is the middle of the downfall. And that's called desperate denial. People who are in the process of falling are normally in desperate denial. Now, when desperate denial is occurring, normally there's an opportunity for you to back out the downfall and do something different, something more productive, something more logical. But what happens is the ego steps in and tells you, I'm this hell of a dude. I'm top notch and everything everybody else does, it ain't nothing. And I'm so much smarter. Oh, they have no idea what's coming. They have no idea the plot. They have no idea. You double down on the bullshit. We've all doubled down on the bullshit. I remember when I was a child, 4, 5 years old, my mother took me to the to the grocery store. I wanted a Crunch bar. She said no. I picked up the Crunch bar. I thought about it. Should I do this? And I said, hell yeah. This is my Crunch bar. This is me. There's no way Donna, my mother, can stop me from this sugar high. I'm a 5-year-old candy fiend. This Crunch bar is mine. I'll wait till Donna turns her back, and then I'll put the Crunch bar in my back pocket. I doubled down. A downfall always has a double down moment. When you call somebody you shouldn't call and spread misinformation because you heard about something that you choose to have the wrong idea about. Your downfall. It's still their mud butt. That's funny as shit. It's still their mud butt. A downfall has structure to it. There's fundamentals to a downfall. This is a pattern of behavior that you can follow that guarantees you nosedive into the cement and crack your head open. When them flaws begin to show, the downfall is coming. See, it's a difference between looking at somebody else and saying what their flaws are. You can find a flaw in everybody. But if you're looking for flaws in other people and you're purposely in denial about your own, your downfall is coming. See, because you can see somebody else's downfall, it doesn't mean that their downfall is coming, because they may not be coming from a disingenuous place. Your flaws can show in doing honest and credible work that is integrity based. You can have integrity and have flaws, but you can't ignore your flaws and have integrity. You can't have both. Let me say it again. You can have integrity and have flaws, but you can't ignore your flaws and have integrity. It's not possible. You in the midst of that drop on the roller coaster to your downfall, with your fingers pointed and your focus and agenda pointed at destroying and exposing other people. Well, what about you, blood, cuz, gangbanger? What about yourself? What type of guy are you? What type of individual are you? Why is everybody else's thing or shortcomings so important to you? They said, give it up for the games, Father. Nah. Give it up for the game, Father. I'm big game. How you doing? They call me game because I got all the board games. Monopoly, I got all the games. That's why they call my son game, because I got all the games. So he's after me. Game is named after me. He's the game, I'm games. I got all the games. He's just a singular game. I got every game. A downfall has a structure to it. You done called everybody you could possibly find and tell them something about somebody else and what they ain't doing right and how they fucked you over and how they lied to you and how they not a good person and how they treat women bad and blah, blah, blah and blah, blah, blah. But what about yourself? My shirt might be my downfall, but this is a good shirt. I've had this shirt 10 years. It's in the same condition it was when I bought it. This is a diligent, sturdy, well-made shirt. It cost me $200 when I bought it, and I'm glad I did. Somebody said, I think Corey is rubbing off on Kraig. No, man, I'm all Smitty. I was raised up under Pretty Smitty from Detroit City. Corey is big bro, but I am like my father. Trust me. My father is a gangster and a cold nigga. I ain't no gangster, but I get my I get who I am from Pretty Smitty from Detroit City. Don't get it motherfucking twisted. You know what I'm saying? Desperate denial, nigga. A downfall is coming. Then the last and third variable in every downfall is deserved disgrace. Once you've bought into flawed power and you think that you create and control a power dynamic that's not real power, and then you fall into desperate denial, the last and final stop. Oh, wipe this. The last and final stop before your complete devastation and downfall is deserved disgrace. Now, the cold thing about deserved disgrace is the people who are in the midst of a downfall are normally trying to cause someone else's deserved disgrace because they have a delusional sense of self and what they are and who they are. So they try to cause somebody else's downfall without even realizing that they're accelerating their path towards their own deserved disgrace. Which is why they disappear. See, a lot of niggas go to jail. So jail is a cool way to experience deserved disgrace. But jail is a disgraceful situation to put yourself in. And it's deserved for most niggas. But they made it cool. Another deserved disgrace is motherfuckers getting divorced. Motherfuckers breaking up. Deserved disgrace. Somebody said don't let the food get cold. You motherfuckers made deserved disgraces fashionable. That shit ain't fashionable. You got 3-4 baby mamas, nigga. That shit ain't fashionable. That's disgraceful. Now, don't get me wrong. In certain circumstances where shit just can't work, I'm not speaking on all. I'm just speaking on certain elements of shit. You feel me? A deserved disgrace is not something you should be happy about. It's the bottom of a downfall. I didn't say all cases, GYP. I didn't say all cases. Now, deserved disgrace is the last element in a downfall. A downfall doesn't have to be your entire life. You know, you could have a downfall in a particular area of your life. You feel what I'm saying? So don't take it like I'm saying that you're a failure. We've all had a downfall in something, but what I'm trying to explain is that there's elements to a downfall. Flawed power, desperate denial, and deserved disgrace. If you go back to everything that you failed at in your life, I promise you those elements exist. There's no way around it. And that's when you finally are exposed for whatever flaws you have in that particular situation. Whether you a cheating nigga, a cheating bitch, whether you hitting bank licks and go to jail, whatever it is, that deserved disgrace will be exposed. Period, point blank. That don't make you a bad motherfucker. Now, you get people who are experiencing a downfall and they try to project because they know their downfall is coming. So they want to put a light and a magnet and a magnifying glass on the world to everybody else's downfalls and flaws because they think that's going to stop them from hitting the ground. It's not going to stop you from hitting the ground. You still nosediving face first into the concrete. You're going to bust your nose, your forehead, your lip. Something is going to be bloodied at the bottom of that downfall if you don't practice accountability. It's no way around it. It's everywhere, bro. Think about all the toxic people who disappear from your life once they get to the bottom of that downfall and they experience that deserved disgrace. They either gonna go to jail, they're gonna move out of town, or you ain't never gonna see them again. Can't run from yourself because everywhere you go, there you are. Said 10 gray hairs in your beard is a downfall. Nigga, I'm 42, nigga. So what? Somebody said I see them on 5150. That's funny. See, all you got to do is Google my name. If you in here and you got bots cracking and you trying to say I'm Corey's sidekick or Kraig Facts fell off, just Google my name and shut the fuck up, nigga. If you think all I got is 5150, I got a whole lot of shit, from All Deaf to my shit to Big Jaw. I done been in a whole bunch of shit. I've grinded from the bottom up. I ain't never gonna stop speaking the real. I know some of y'all wish I was the weak, light-skinned nigga with the fat white mama and the dark-skinned black daddy that smell like piss and you can say anything to and send on torpedo missions. Nah, nigga, nigga, no, that's not me. That's not me. I know you wish it was, though. I know you wish you can borrow money from me and not have to pay me back. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not that friend. I wasn't talking about it. I'm just saying. You know, some people try to will you into being the corny motherfucker because they need somebody they can be superior to. They need you to be a buster. They need you to be a bitch ass nigga. Which is why you gotta stay dangerous, man. You said your old podcast was the shiznit. Thank you, man. We had a good time in there, man. Times have elevated, man. So it's all good. I did the best I could at that time with all them brothers. Wish them all well. But I got a lot more cracking than that. Kraig Facts today at 3:30 on my YouTube channel. Make sure y'all watch it. That's cool, man. The old episodes was cool. They were. You know, I did something amazing with that podcast business-wise. I took it from nothing to something. I generated money. This was an idea that I had years ago that I wrote down and I manifested it. And some people tried to destroy the success of it because they were mad at me. They tried to downplay it and make it seem like I fell off. No, nigga, you fell off. I'm still going. I've been going since 2000, since I graduated from high school. I've been rhyming, cracking jokes, and I ain't never gonna stop. So just remember that. When niggas create night bots, automated commenting bots to say wild shit and weird shit on your channel and every other channel you own. These are sick niggas who do shit like this. God. He said, damn, this the podcast now. Nah, man, 3:30. Kraig Facts is going to be on at 3:30. Make sure y'all tune in, man. I was just tapping in with y'all for a minute, but we going to be cracking at 3:30, man. I'm just eating a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Right now, and watch with the fam, chilling. But yeah, catch me at 3:30, man. But that's been this Q&A episode. Me and my car, the structure of a downfall. If you feel like you're in the midst of a downfall and you're in denial, if you can find your way to snap out of that denial and recalibrate your mind with logic, facts, and intelligence, you can stop yourself from a downfall. But you have to be honest with you. You keep saying we do need the old format. Look, I'm not fucking with none of them niggas I used to fuck with before. Maybe one or two niggas. I'm not doing that studio full of niggas shit no more. Purchase the Chill Withers albums. Come see me live. Watch Kraig Facts. That shit is over with. I'm not paying the way or allowing nobody else to leverage my celebrity and my hard work so it can end in disrespect and deceit. It's not happening again, dog. Only way I'll be fucking with a bunch of niggas if there's money involved. Move forward. I was the engine that made that go. I was the engine that made that go. I paid for that out of my pocket. I came up with topics. I decided who was going to be on the show. I invested in niggas. You hear what I'm telling you? Period, point blank. That was my shit I put together. If you want to see some of them other niggas, go to their page and fuck with them. That's what you do. You know what I'm saying? That's what you do. Now, if I do catch up to a couple of them niggas, I'll go live with them and talk a little shit. When I catch up to DJ Show, how you doing, Show? I definitely go live so y'all can see he and I interaction face to face. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait to see you, man. I can't wait to catch up with you and any other nigga. You know what I'm saying? But the way it was before, it will never happen again. It will never happen again. Dunk, my nigga, I love Dunk. Shout out to those. Shout out to all them niggas. I love all them niggas. But just I'm letting you know, man, it's sacrifice. Now, just because I'm not willing to sacrifice what I did before, don't mean that it's over and that I don't fuck with niggas. But I will never put my money up again and offer my time in certain conditions. Because I know how to get paid for my time. It took me 15, 20 years to figure it out, but I know how to collect a few dollars for my time. Those who don't want to tell you how you should do it, but they can't do it for themselves. Downfall. Any nigga that thinks that he can tell a motherfucker what they should do without any evidence of them doing it themselves is the first step in a downfall. That's false power. All you can tell me is what you think I'm doing wrong, but you can't tell me 4 things you're doing right. And all the things you're doing right are at my expense. Downfall. If you only understood what I just said, you can't show me 4 things you doing right, and the things you are doing right are at my expense. Downfall. You better know the difference. Nah, I'm not gonna be in Austin with Nate Jackson. We ain't boys like that. He a cool nigga, but I mean, I'll put him on 5150. I'm the one who brought him up there. I said, I'm going to bring you with me. And I called Corey and asked him for permission and brought him up there. But me and Nate cool, but we don't perform together and shit. If he asked me to, I would. But, you know, he went his way, I went mine. Nate is a talented guy. I'm happy for his success. But I'm not no dick ride nigga, dog. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it is what it was before he blew up. It's all love, but I'm not no dick ride nigga. Shout out to Nate. I love what you've accomplished. Love from Sweden. Shout out to Sweden. Yeah, man, but that's some deep shit. I told you, man. You can't tell me 4 things that you're doing positive, but you can tell me all the shit you can. If you can't tell me 4 things you're doing right, and all the things you're doing right are at my expense, nigga, you're how? So I got a podcast, and I invite you on as a guest. Now we got a podcast. No, we don't have a podcast. I have a podcast, and you're a guest on my podcast. When you ask niggas for money, they get to pat in their pockets, and they can't be, you know, come on, man. If it's your motherfucking podcast, or whatever it is, you own it, nigga. You got to foot the bill for it. But that's what I got to tell. That's what you have to learn too, right? You got to learn how to navigate leeches, because sometimes you need a leech, and they think they think that you don't know that they leeches. You feel what I'm saying? How can a nigga be a leech and think that you don't know that they a leech? So what happens is when they finally get exposed as leeches, they try to say you a bad person. How am I a bad person? Because I'm not letting you feed off me anymore. From Spain, shout out to Spain. Come on, man. Salute to Toledo, Ohio. God. He said that shirt snap at the crotch. Exact, but leeches aren't genuine. But nigga, I'm telling you this, they think they are. They think they are because they're in denial. A leech has already experienced a downfall. No accountability, straight the fuck up. If you create troll accounts to troll people who don't do what you think they should be doing, and you could talk to those people, you are a leech. I don't know when Roast Me's coming back. I wish I could tell you. Hey, y'all, but that's the structure of a downfall. Hopefully, y'all got some game from this. Watch Kraig Facts. It'll be on in an hour on my channel. If I owe you something, get it from God. God, God, God.